I'm ready to share with you 3 game changers. And if only you can remember them, it would change your life and your manifesting hugely. What up, party people in the streets? How's it going? I'm so glad you're here. And today I'm ready to rock your socks off one more time, but in a big way. So let's... I don't have any alligator friends that want to join me today. Ready. Welcome to day 30. We finally made it. It's been quite the journey, and I hope you've enjoyed it every step of the way. I will say that manifesting is an art, and it's something that you will continue to refine more and more as you consciously work on doing it. I have been working on my manifesting journey for, maybe 15, 17 years, something like that. And I mean working on it daily. So I am always in the state of higher realizations, getting this information that just blows my mind. And it's about putting it into practice and remembering the tips, remembering to apply it in your daily life. So listen today, put thought to it, think about what I'm saying, because it will mean something profound for you today, but as you continue your manifesting journey, it will continue to become profound, because as you shift and change, your consciousness expands. You will understand all of these teachings, matter of fact, at much deeper levels, which will change your manifesting into even higher levels. So let's get started. Big, huge tip number 1. You are your own universe. Every single person is their own personalized universe. I spoke a little bit about this in the video titled Get Real Realist, and I will put the link below because I'm not going to repeat a lot of what I said. But because everybody comes here with different DNA, with different mindsets, beliefs, upbringings, family lines, and I'm talking about your whole family line affects you, whether you were in touch with it or not. The countries your parents came from, the traumas that happened in those countries and in your family line of people you probably would never ever find out about. There is so much that goes into DNA. That alone will affect your perception, whether you are aware of things or not. Not only that, because of your own life experience, what you've been through, how you were brought up, how you feel, how you process things, how you view things, how you believe in things, all of that is going to make your perceptions of the world different from every single other person's perceptions. Thus, you are your own universe. Okay, let's take that step further. So for the simple reason that everybody perceives the world, the universe in a different way, that means that the universe is going to line up, is going to become, is going to act in the way that you perceive it to be. We might see similar things. We may see a lot of the same things, but that doesn't mean that we're perceiving it the same way, we're feeling it the same way, or we're processing it the same way. What you see around you is actually what is in you. Because what is in you is your perceptions, your feelings, your emotions, the way you process things. And when you feel and you perceive and you believe, and then you look outwards at the world, you are actually creating it into being. So if you want to see a change in the world, it has to start with you, because it has to change on the inside of you to be reflected on the outside of you. You have probably heard those kinds of sayings, all change starts within. And that's not just a fluff saying. When you can change the way you see things, when you can change the way you perceive things, when you can change the way you deal with things, everything in your world is going to line up with that. Your universe is always lining up with your thoughts. I'm going to give you a little example. The other day I saw somebody post on their Facebook something like this, maybe not the same exact word. I don't care what anybody says, activism works. And then she went on to say that the circus wouldn't be going to several different cities this year. I thought, okay, I'll like that comment. That's cool. Hey, I'm all for activists. I have no problem with them. It's what they want to experience. That's what they want to focus on. That is their choice. But I started thinking, well, maybe it was the activist, or maybe it was the people that spend a lot of time visualizing animals being safe, being free, being respected. Who knows which one it was? You can't say it was the activists that did that. You can't say it was the people that were visualizing the animals free and at peace and not having these sorts of institutions that imprison and torture animals. Maybe it was a combination of both. So her perception was it was the activists that did it. My perception was maybe it was the peaceful thinkers that did it. Two different people. I really respect her and love her. I don't know how she feels about me. I think she loves me sometimes. But two different perspectives. And who knows which one's right? She cannot say hers is right. I cannot say mine is right. But I will say that if she thinks she's right, then she is right. And if I think I'm right, then I am right. Because we're both living in our own universes, creating the universes that we are perceiving. We just see them differently. We're in the same universe, but we're seeing it completely differently. That's why everybody's outer universe is actually just a product of their inner universe. Bottom line, the point I'm getting at with this tip is you can change how your universe is by the way you think, by the way you perceive, by what you believe, by what you talk about, and by what you focus on. It's your choice how you want to perceive it. The universe around you is actually the universe inside of you. And I really want you to think about that. That is a huge statement. Big, huge tip number 2 when it comes to manifesting. I made up my own new term, and it's called We Are All Present Beings. And I was talking to someone today. She was talking about she didn't know if she should buy this house. I was telling her that she deserved a better house, and we were talking about that. So she says, I agree. I believe I deserve a better house too. Maybe in a year, blah, 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 blah. So I started laughing and I said, a year? I said, there is no time in space. If you think it's a year, then it can be a year. If you think it is 10 years, it can be 10 years. But being that we are present beings, that means we only live in the present time. And that's true. We only have the present moment. The moment that we are in is the only moment we have. We only have presence. That said, if we only have the present, and in truth there is no time in space, then there is no time and there's only presence. Which means every single thing that you could want is already here. It's here right now. And the difference between you having it and you not having it is that belief that says, yes, I'll have it when. Well, I don't have it yet. It's you feeling like you don't have it. Remember, you can't feel like you don't have something. If you feel like there's a lack, then there's going to be a lack. If you feel like you don't have something, you're not going to have it. You have to feel like you have it. You have to believe that you have it. And I'm giving you proof right now that says we are present beings. We only live in the present. We only have the present. And that means that everything that we could possibly desire or want is already here in the present. But we have to remember that and believe it and allow it to be here with us. And I won't even say allow it to be here. It's not allowing, it is here. You've got to just get your mind caught up to the point that it is here. That is, everything is here in the present because all we are present beings. Do you see how profound that is? Like, that's huge. That's amazing right there. If you think about this concept and you get just this concept, your whole life could change. Stop putting things into the future because there is no future. The future doesn't exist. So your thing in the future, it isn't existing. It is not existing. You've got to exist here. You've got to say it is here. I only have today. I only have right now. It is here right now. It is in this existence right now. It is in the present. Everything's in the present. Stop putting it off and saying you're bringing it in. You're bringing it in. Because there is no bringing in. It already is. Okay? I hope you can understand this concept. I really do. Huge. And the third huge, big manifesting tip is you've got to be your best version of you, no matter what. No matter what's going on in your life, you've got to be your best version of you. And what does that mean? That means you've got to do things that make you happy, that make you feel loved, and that make you feel special, amazing, and perfect in every way. I cannot stand that saying that people say that nobody's perfect, because that is the most ridiculous thing. Well, I've heard a lot of ridiculous things, but that is a ridiculous thing to hear, because everybody is special. You are here to live this life. It's not really about your purpose or your passions. Well, it is, because those things can bring you joy. But what it's about is finding peace and enjoying this existence, this life, loving this life, embracing your uniqueness, loving everything about yourself, because you are perfect the way you are to be in this existence. The way that you came, no matter what you look like, no matter what happens in your life, you came prepared to live this life, and you have everything it takes to do your best, to be your best, and to thrive in this life. But you've got to embrace yourself, and you've got to make yourself important enough to put yourself first, to love yourself through every single thing in life. The ups, the downs, the crazy people, the awful situations, it's all just part of the game. But you can change anything you want to change in your life. Whatever's not working, make a pact to say, you know what, I'm important, I'm special, and I'm here to enjoy my life, and I'm not going to waste it on things that don't bring me joy, happiness, or love. I'm getting chills, and the angels are very happy that I'm talking about this. And the last piece of this is be willing to experience all aspects of yourself, the whole entire part of you. Don't be pigeonholed into who you have learned you are, who people expect you to show up and be every day, who you think you are. Because what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter where you work, who you're with, what you do. You need to just be you in the moment and do your best to be happy and at peace in every single present moment. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. Be here in your presence. Be here now, because that's where everything is. That's where everything creates. That's where everything resides, is right now. You don't have to wait till the future. You don't have to beat yourself up about the past. They do not exist. You are existing right here, right now, in this moment. And you just need to pull all your parts of you back to yourself. And you have to start opening up and saying, I'm going to push out of my comfort zone. I'm going to take that trip that I never thought I would take. I'm going to do that activity that I thought I wouldn't like. Try things that you think you don't like. Try things you're afraid to try. When you mix things up, when you step out of your comfort zone and just do some different things, get some energy and some excitement in your life and just try some new things. When you do that, you're opening yourself up more and more and more, and you're becoming so much a bigger part of you. It's all there. It's just you're not exploring it. I'll tell you, I went to Bimini last year, and I was doing things that I never do. Actually, I thought I didn't even like it, and I started doing it, and I had so much fun. And that was so life-changing for me to do that. And now I just always am reaching for these things that, you know what, I'm just going to give it a shot. I don't care. You can even start with little things like dyeing your hair some random color that you would have never thought that you would have dyed it, or wearing a different color nail polish that you would never wear. But then pick it up and do some other things. Maybe go on a day trip to a place that you never thought about going to. Maybe doing some activities that you never thought you would like or never even thought about trying. But look for things that you can do that are different and unique and exciting, because it's really important to open more and more of yourself up, because as you do, you'll be able to receive more and more of these things that you want to feel and experience in your life. The reason why you're not experiencing them now is for all the reasons that I've mentioned in the last 30 days and today. And what it's going to take to get those things that you really desire is to do things different in your life. I hope you know by now you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting to get what you want. You got to get up and move and change some things that you do. Move! Get some new friends. Try a new hobby. Go on some trips. Do anything to start shifting yourself and changing what you're doing. And when you do that, you actually open up more space in your life so the universe can drop things into your experience that before was not able to get in. You are special. You are unique. You do matter. You are so worthy. Start living your life to its fullest. And the way you do that is by honoring yourself at every level possible. Ask yourself, am I really loving myself? Am I really honoring myself? Am I really respecting myself? Am I having fun? Am I really happy? Do I feel fulfilled? You can even ask those questions when it comes to relationships in your life, with work in your life, and life in general. And after you ask those questions, you can ask, what can I do to make this better? And start just writing lists. And you don't have to change everything at one time. You can if you want, but you don't have to change everything at one time. But start somewhere and make a commitment to yourself that the buck stops here, that you're going to live as a present being and you're going to start living this life the best you possibly can. I wish you the best, and I know you guys can change your life to even more amazing just by following the tips of these last 30 days, and especially the tips in today's video. Because with these 3 tips, what it's all saying is, it's all you. And if it's all you, you're the only factor here. You're the one that has everything in the palm of your hands, and you can change everything that you decide you want to change. And I hope you do. So I hope you enjoyed this 30-day series. It's been wonderful having you along. I really appreciate everybody who has taken the time to participate by commenting below every day. I really appreciate. There's a handful of you that have been doing that. And like I said, this first 30-day go around, I am going to look at every video and see who commented on every single video. I will collect the names and I will do a drawing and give a prize to whoever I draw out of that drawing. So good luck to all of you. I will make a separate video letting you know who wins. And really, I just wish all of you the very, very best. And I hope these 30 days gives you a good idea of my ability to teach manifesting and the law of attraction, and that you would consider the 40 days Manifesting Breakthroughs video e-courses, because they are amazing. If you liked this set of 30 days, those 2 video e-courses go really deep, and we have a private Facebook group, and I'd love to have anybody join that feels the nudge. Other than that, I would love to see any of you on one of my spiritual journeys. And like I said, try new things, do different things. If you feel like the way that I teach and the way that I am resonates with you, join me for something. Because when you can work with me, especially on a spiritual journey, you can really shift things fast. And besides, we'll have a lot of fun. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks again for joining me for these wonderful, powerful 30 days and simple ways to improve your manifesting. And I'll see you all, hopefully, soon. Bye, everyone.